Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Good work defensively by Morris. The Suns leading. Warren with the ball. Right wing, Bledsoe, good look. Rebound by Smith.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
Yeah, big time. I mean, the words that come to mind, ice and cold and disappearing stroke, all would apply.
For Phoenix, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. And, yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul, unnecessary contact.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant 1 there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here.
Listen, no doubt the Suns were a competitive team a season ago, especially against that Eastern Conference. Took 18 wins out of the 30 contests they had against the East.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Varejao comes in for Mozgov, and it's Kevin Love in for Thompson. Puts up a 3, tries to keep it alive. No good. So Phoenix will take it the other way. The Suns did win the games they were supposed to against the East, as you were talking about, Greg. You had no problem with any team, Clark, as you look back on the Eastern Conference.
Well, you look at the record there against the East, 18-12 against that conference, 9-7 against the playoff teams in the East. Only one of 9 teams in the entire league that could claim that.
And here we go, Suns running again. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. Warren, the pass to the Prophet. To the paint. Knocked loose. Morris, left side. And stolen by Love. Here's James. Oh!
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
I tell you what, I like that, though, guys. Some coaches might not want you to make a play like that, but I tell you what, when you got the skills like that, I say go for it.
He still hasn't been able to convert from the field. He's just struggling to find his shots.
What are you going to do defensively? Such separation with the height advantage in that matchup.
The Prophet passes to Warren. There's the dish to Chandler. It's stolen by Smith. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Some outstanding numbers in this one, fundamentals. He has 11 points, and the steals are starting to pile up for him also.
And Clark, he's really gotten into their heads because of it. I mean, guys are on the lookout for him, always worrying about where he is.
Now the free throw is good, now leading by 1.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Here's the Prophet. He's got 16. Over in the corner, Warren. Gets to the corner and buries it. Warren's got 6 here in this quarter. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, no team able to build a big lead early on. I mean, it's tight.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Smith dishes to Varejao. Out to Smith. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. Chandler's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's the Prophet. And stolen by Love. Smith kicks to Varejao. James outside. 6 to shoot. Here's Mr. Fundamentals, and Chandler sends it back. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Chandler. And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. And then for Cleveland, Jefferson's checked in for LeBron. Mon Shumpert has come in for Mr. Fundamentals. And Mo Williams subbed in for J.R. Smith. Well, you go back last season, the Cavs had a very slow start to the year. Not surprising. They had a lot of new faces and people they're bringing together. Clark, it didn't look like the powerhouse they would end up being, as we saw.
Well, you know, they were kind of fumbling and bumbling around in the 5th and 6th spots in the East for the first half of the season. Made some changes, though, through trade. and that got them going, I think.
Both shots good from the stripe.
And those mid-season trades for the Cavs really turned things around. Mozgov came in, J.R. Smith and Shumpert secured that 2 spot, gave this team an incredible edge defensively. I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
It's Knight with the drive. Here's Tucker. Rebound by Williams.
Yeah, and you know, they built the roster to how they played best mid-season. I mean, it was a great job, I think, by the front office to get the players that fit best into the locker room and into the team style of play.
And the shot is good. 7 points for Brandon Knight. Guys, what a wild first half this has been.
I'd say, I mean, 8 lead changes, that speaks for itself.
Wow, back and forth start, that's for sure.
Williams for 3. Can't get it to go. Now the Suns take it the other way. Knight into the lane. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Love's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Shumpert. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor. The Suns trail it. Outside Knight. And he banks in the lane. Knight's got 9.
They've been getting it inside at every opportunity and getting results, too.
Yeah, that's a winning formula as far as I'm concerned. They've been the aggressors and far more assertive on the offensive end.
Love the pass to Williams. And there's the feed to Varejao. Len with the block. And up the court come the Suns on the break. A nice shot by Booker.
That's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession.
Stolen by Len. And here's the break on up the court. That's good. Now it's a 4-point Phoenix lead.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They have got to figure it out.
Williams with the steal. He kicks it to Jefferson. Love dishes to Jefferson. Back to Love. And stolen by Ilyasova. Here's Knight. No good. Williams with the defensive effort.
I like the move to go 2 for 1 here.
So do I, Greg. I mean, I agree with you. They need to get a quick look and then try to get another possession after that.
Knight with it. Jefferson picks him up. Knight against Jefferson. Lets it go from deep. And Brandon Knight hits from deep. Knight's got 14 points for the game.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
It's Williams with the drive. Len grabs the board.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Phoenix ahead, leading by 5. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Hi, Kevin. A solid and competitive first half of basketball. LeBron, how do you...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny the Jet Smith. For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. At the end of the period, they held a 3-point lead. Kenny, let's start with you. What did you think about the Suns?
Well, the reserves really came through when they needed a spark. This is a close game. Any points you can get from your bench are huge. I thought the bench guys came in and inserted themselves like they wanted a starting spot. And that's what you want. Subs who are ready to produce the moment they step on the floor.
Shaq, how do you think Cleveland played?
Well, if you can't shoot.
And that's it for halftime as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
Here we go now. the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. You look at the Prophet in this game, he's been everywhere.
Unbelievable the way he dominated that offensive glass in those first two quarters. Just a great effort for him for the entire half.
Guys, you've heard me say it before, but persistence pays. And it takes that kind of persistence to be a successful offensive rebounder. As a fellow glass eater, I know of which I speak. Those guys that rebound effectively don't give up on it.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. I'm Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. They've got Warren. Markieff Morris is out there with Chandler. Then there's Bledsoe. And it's the Prophet in at the shooting guard position. Timeout is called, first of the game for the Cavaliers. Phoenix looked to be on the verge of making it back into the playoffs last season. Ultimately, though, Greg, they faltered in the second half of the year.
Yeah, it was a three-team race. And after coming up short in 14, the Suns had the edge early. As you said, Kevin, they simply couldn't keep things going in the second half of the season.
You know, guys, the Suns went from the 8th seed to finishing 10th in the West. I mean, it would have been a tough task for them to stay in the race, particularly after all the trades. I mean, their team was in transition.
Brandon Knight, he's checked in for Eric Bledsoe. And then for Cleveland, Anderson Varejão's checked in for Mozgov. And Mr. Fundamentals subbed in for Smith. Here's Love. Tyson Chandler grabs the board. Chandler's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
And when you shake up a roster, as the Suns did last year, it's hard to keep pace. They ended 6 games back of that final playoff spot, but that all happened after they decided to shake things up.
The Cavaliers trail by 6. Here's Shumpert. Off target from three-point range. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Here's the Prophet. The layup off target. Cavaliers have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. And LeBron throws it down.
Good, just like soup. A little more ferocious, though.
Okay, Clark approves, everybody.
Yeah, but that's how you finish strong. Young fellas wearing the rim out.
And it's blocked. The Prophet passes to Chandler. Here's the Prophet. And that's collected by Love. Love's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. The drive by James. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
And that'll be Cleveland as it goes out of bounds. Cavaliers retain possession. Stolen by Warren. A 3 from Morris. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Now Cleveland moving it up. LeBron kicks to Love. Back to James. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. He's guarded by Chandler.
His performance today has just been so important. What a luxury to have a guy that's that dependable.
Here's the Prophet. And he jams it right over Kevin Love. Wow.
That is as athletic a move as you're going to see right there, folks. Unbelievable.
Clark, what about the hang time?
You're talking